Enter the Lab, episode 71. Thank you for being patient. I am Elvis Escobar. He is Fort Sama. This episode is always presented by Unofficially, Billionaires Row.
Be our boys.
Drink
You know the
responsibly.
vibes.
Shout out Pat. Shout out William Benson. Appreciate you guys for being patient with us as we go live. You know, we like to build up the anticipation, make sure the room is flooded full of viewers. Anticipation of with at least 5 minutes. But appreciate Fender Bender's on War Boss, Danny Fort, currently right now viewing. Anybody
I'm
else
always
present
viewing,
yourself?
bro.
We can't. We could see how many people are viewing, but we can't see who's in the lab.
Who's
So
on? Yeah.
present yourself. Fort Sama. How is before we have a guest on, obviously, but we'll get
Let's
to
get
that in
it.
a few minutes.
Let's get it.
We'll send out the link. How's life? UFC,
Life, man.
sports.
I don't know, dude. The past couple weeks, I kind of just been like in this weird like low, where I've just been like, I'm not even gonna say depressed because that's disrespectful to people that actually suffer through depression, but just not as much energy as I've had throughout like earlier this year and whatnot. So it was kind of weird, man. I missed 2 days at the gym. I get home from work and I just like don't want to do anything. I just like get in my bed and knock out till like 8:30, 9
Not bad.
p.m. No, it's bad, bro. It's bad. Don't say it's not bad because then you're just fucking like, what's the word?
Enabling.
You're just enabling me, to keep doing that shit.
I could be an enabler, but hey, sometimes you're not going to be on point all the time.
Yeah, but after just being on point with what I want to be on point with for such a while and then not, it's kind of like pisses me off.
Yeah, no, I feel.
So I had to just, maybe I got to change things up. I get this feeling that I want to do something dumb, like something stupid and dangerous to kind of just like, get that kind of like, that dog back in me.
I feel you.
But I don't know what it's going to be.
Take a few chances, take some risk in life. That'll get
risk,
your blood
yeah.
flowing a little bit. Jump off a plane, maybe go skydiving. Do an extreme. Go all out. If you're gonna say you're gonna, you need a little adrenaline rush or some change, jump out a plane.
Just no middle ground with you, huh?
No, not at all. If you're stuck in a rut, why not? Let's go. Fender Bender. Golf brings out the dog. There you go. Oh, shit. Fender Bender revealing himself little by little. So we have a person. So for people who don't know, Fender Bender is, on YouTube, you could hide. You could become an alias. You could hide your identity. This person is revealing themselves little by little with some clues. Paying attention to golf, knows utility players from back in the day. So you're revealing yourself. I like it.
Little by little.
Little by little, for sure.
He's giving us the context clues. Or, she, they, whoever. We don't know if it's male or female.
We don't know.
We don't know their pronouns.
We don't know their pronouns. We need to be open to that. So when you do reveal yourself, we will address you properly. Until then, we are very ignorant. Just backtracking. Episode 68 with Rio, IHP Fit, success that
shout out IHP.
We had amazing success on that episode as far as views and engagement. We appreciate him, and we'll get into UFC and their weekend or their day yesterday. Episode before, number 69, or maybe before it's 70, sorry. That was our best episode streaming for a week. 165 views. That was dope. We got a lot of subscribers thanks to this person that will enter the lab soon. He promoted us, gave us a little shout out on his page, and we've been.
That's so dope, though, bro. Like that's so dope to me. Like someone that doesn't know us personally. He knows you personally, kind of, sort of, but can't even really say that.
We'll get to know each other now.
Yeah, to just go out of their way and like fuck with our shit to enough to where they're promoting it and doing shit for us like that, bro. That shit means a lot, bro. Like, not many people understand how much that means. Like it's different when it's from someone Like, you get to a point where you kind of accept it, or you expect it to happen. But when it's someone like that, like I said last week, like it's genuine and they really mean that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. He's waiting on standby right now. We just sent out the link, like you said. There's somebody that in life, when you're doing a podcast, doing something on a platform where you just kind of like chopping it up, and you find an equal ground, and you stay in touch. And I've learned a little bit from him from a distance on YouTube and his platform, but I don't know him personally, so you're gonna get to know him. Fort and our viewers, and I'm gonna get to know him at the same exact time.
I hope he got a strong back, because he might have to carry this episode a little bit.
Hey, you don't get what 53,000.
He's up there.
Like
He's up there. I was on his page earlier.
Yeah, you don't get. I'm just posting a couple things right now to make sure we're squared away, and we're good. Cool. So we're gonna introduce.
Have y'all ever noticed how Ray always asks me about my week, but then he doesn't say anything about his week?
Yeah, well,
that's so crazy to me.
I talk a lot, so it's my way as a solid co-host to get you involved more, because I could be rambling. So we'll get into my weekend. Maybe I'll throw it in there during our conversations. But
I hope so.
With the lit one standing by, we appreciate his time. He's busy. I know he's got his own personal life doing. He could only do Sunday nights. That's why we couldn't get him on last week. We wanted to. He made some time for us today with his YouTube subscribers. Hopefully they view, if not live, tomorrow throughout the week. So without further ado, the lit one, enter the lab.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, my man?
I like the intro, man.
What's up,
Subtle
man?
intro.
Yeah, it was lit. It was a vibe, man.
Yes, sir. So, I appreciate you joining us, man. We've been chopping it up. We got to know each other in a business transaction legally,
Yes,
of course.
Yeah.
It's how we come across life. Last week we talked how I had somebody over my house last week that we met via podcasting and just listening to each other, and then she came over and we watched WrestleMania because that's what we're into, and she does a podcast on wrestling, and then something like this. It just happens organically. So we appreciate you, obviously, and welcome to the lab.
Oh man, yeah. I like it, man. Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Absolutely. So pretty much whenever we have guests or have anyone hop on and whatnot, we kind of just do a little intro. We want to know, because I don't know shit about you, bro. So where are you at right now? How did you get started? What do you have going on? Like, talk a little bit about yourself. That way,
yes, sir.
Not only the viewers can gauge something, but me too.
Okay, for sure. So right now I'm in South Florida. I'm in North Miami. I've just moved here probably I want to say May 3rd, it'll be a year I've been in Miami. I moved here because I'm from Chicago. I wanted to get into the business side of the YouTube world or the social media world, and I felt like Chicago, you can only go so far. You're gonna hit a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? And it's more opportunity to network here. I do YouTube, social media content creator. I'm from the north side of Chicago. Let's start there. I'm from the north side of Chicago, Rogers Park, Evanston area. I lived right on the borderline. Grew up there, went to high school in Skokie, blah, 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 blah. So I basically started doing YouTube maybe, I want to say 6 years ago now. 6 years ago. So I was probably, but I started to take it seriously 5 years ago. I started kind of going by that law of attraction. Like if you really want it, you got to live like you got it and like it's coming no matter what. And once I started doing that, I shit you not, literally it just felt right. People started coming. I found a lane that I had. I started off doing vlogs on YouTube, but my mindset was, man, who's watching me? I don't have an audience. So I moved to reactions. And reactions, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. You kind of piggybacking on to somebody else's algorithm and whatnot. So I was doing American reactions, and for me, America is kind of they don't really rock with you until you fully there already. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Until you made it, until your numbers speak volume. Like, all right, this person has X amount of subscribers or views. I'll give them a chance. That's what you
exactly,
mean by that, right?
exactly.
Okay.
Like so, like I was putting in the time doing reactions, but like just getting no views. Like, but it's cool. I was still enjoying myself. You know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, it's like, damn, I want to see the fruits of my labor. You know what I'm saying? So one day, like randomly, there was no music reactions to do. They're like no music had come out on a certain day in America. Um, and I was on my YouTube feed, and this artist called, his name is Dave. He's a big artist in the UK. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. Probably not, but like if you look him up,
Nah, I never.
yeah, he's
I'll
like
look
he's
them up
a
now while we talk.
yeah. That's the first reaction I did to a UK song. It's called Dave is it was called Black. The name of it is
Oh, I
Black.
see it now. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the first reaction I ever did. Didn't even nobody told me about it. Didn't know who he was. Just randomly did it, and I got like 3,000 views off that one video the first time I did it. And I was like, you know what? I'm rocking with the UK from this point on. You know, because they showed mad love from the jump. Didn't know who I was or anything. They just participated in what I had going on. So you know, being from Chicago, I kind of went to the drill lane. You know, Chicago started drill rap and whatnot, things of that nature. So, and then the UK was coming up at that time. I wasn't the first to do it, but I was like one of the first 4 people from America to start doing reactions to UK drill. I was one of the first 4 or 5. I was one of the first 4 or 5. Now it's like oversaturated. Everybody's doing it, but I guess like timing and luck came into play all in one time.
Usually how it works, right?
Yeah.
Luck has to do with a lot of success. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Put yourself in that position.
Absolutely. So from then on, you know, I built the audience. I was going, but the pandemic hit as well. Pandemic, I mean, RIP to all the people who lost their lives in that. But it's either 2 routes in the entertainment world that you could go. You could die slowly, like your channels could die. You could give up, or you could flourish in the pandemic, because everybody's doing nothing pretty much in the pandemic. They was just watching. All you could do was watch. So that's when I gained like 30,000 subs, 22,000 subs during the pandemic. And this was just straight drill reactions, nothing else. And then we moved into documentaries. So now I do like full-length documentaries on my YouTube channel, comedy or anything like that. And in 1 month when I started that, my channel grew another 30,000 subs in 1 month.
Sheesh. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, a lot of people on, during the pandemic, a lot was going on. People figuring out themselves, lives, and relationships. But what everybody did have is a lot of time, either at home or extra time that you don't have to worry about doing extracurriculars, responsibilities, or whatever. And people were on YouTube a lot. Like YouTube had to. Yeah. That's where a lot of podcasts were created. This is where, we were formally named before this podcast. That's where we came about, 4 people that were just like, hey, sitting around doing not much, let's link up and talk sports or whatever it is. And we're going to look back and all there's going to be more and more documentaries of like, the entrepreneurship and business that came out of, outside of just the government and the politics and the business. It's just like that whole other like side of it was a lot of people became entrepreneurs.
Yeah, for sure. You had to. You was either going to be an entrepreneur or you was going to, everything was, you couldn't go to work. You had to get money somehow. You had to do something. So I agree with you. A lot of people became who they are now off of pandemic. Yeah.
So pretty much kind of what I want to know is when you say like reaction videos to like, that's pretty much you got a video on your screen and you're just talking about it, whatever's going on and shit, just sharing your opinion.
Yeah. So say you guys had the girl over that watched WrestleMania with y'all. So say you sitting there, but picture it, y'all sitting together and y'all all talking shit as it's playing. Like as it's playing though, Whatever's
That would have
coming
been a
to your
crazy
mind.
sight at my house that weekend. That would have been wild.
And you got see, that's the type of stuff you got to think about. Like
You're right.
there would have probably been lit as hell. Like it would have been. But the copyright is crazy for WrestleMania and whatnot. You couldn't.
Oh, we know. Last episode, we had to cut out at least a minute from this episode, from that episode, because of it.
Yeah. So like literally, So I have this green screen. I'm in the bottom left corner, and I'm just as it's coming, I'm just taking it in and saying the first thing I say, first thing that comes to mind.
And you're watching it live for the first time, like whenever you're watching. So it's
First
literal live reaction, because how people will be like producing things like, saying live reaction, and then they rehearse it a few times just to get the best quality.
No, I'm first take. I don't edit nothing. It's how you see it is how you gonna get it.
Nice.
I love that. How it was recorded.
I've always thought about doing that and maybe doing stuff like that with the pod, but I've always been weary about the whole copyright stuff, and I don't want to keep, because we've got a few strikes, we've got a few we got stuff on our Instagram and YouTube now, so I don't want to keep taking any more chances. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I feel like that is the move though. Even streaming games and reaction to games and shit, sometimes you don't even have to really even be good at the game. People just fuck with you as a person and who you are and the content that you make that kind of way. And I feel like both Ray and I would do pretty well at that. So we gotta.
Yeah. I watched y'all last podcast, and I like the dynamic and how everything was going. Y'all would accept.
It takes time.
I don't really like this guy. I don't really like him.
It's like behind the music, behind the scenes, we hate each other. But when we hit that. Start episode.
Every time this guy calls me, I'm just like, oh shit, here we go again.
Here he is.
Meanwhile, last night I was hammered watching UFC. I was FaceTiming him before every match and after every match just to get.
We're both watching the fights. He's like, yo, did you see that? I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm watching.
Have you guys ever thought about going live on Kick? You know what Kick is?
Kick, no. Old Kick, KIK?
I think I have.
No, not that one.
No, I haven't heard of that.
Nah, there's new platforms all the time, but we're open. Obviously, I'm sure some of our
they have Rumble now, YouTube.
Yeah.
I downloaded Rumble recently.
Kick, I think you guys would be good with it's a live streaming platform, but there's really no copyright on there, so you could do UFC, you could do games. There's no, and you can say what you want. There's no
nice freedom is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Freedom, real freedom of speech.
Yeah, you could really and it's a newer platform, so you could take off over there if you.
It's not oversaturated. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
I think it's not even where you do it or how you do it. It's pretty much when and what you're talking about.
That's where that luck factor comes in.
Yeah, because if you're one of the first people to start doing something, or how you did in your, the drill stuff, the UK drill, that means a lot, and it goes a long way, because people are once you get into that YouTube black hole, you don't really get out of it. So they see you doing something different and not something they haven't seen before, and they're like, oh shit, this is pretty cool. And you're also helping out whatever music, whatever you're reacting to, content as well, and whatever they're dropping.
Some people don't see it that way, but some artists don't see it that way.
Yeah, I'm glad you answered that, because that was going to be my next question, or my follow up. It's have you ever had someone message you back? What are they saying? When you react to your shit?
So honestly, this is not in the 5 years I've been doing this. It's never happened to me, except last month was the first time. So it's this. I'm gonna say it because it doesn't matter. He shouldn't even.
I'm from Chicago.
Yeah. So basically, it's on Press Play Media. That's a channel. They do. No. It's on My Mixtapes now. It's on My Mixtape. They do a segment called Plugged In with Fumes the Engineer. So somebody comes on, they spit their freestyle, but it's really not a freestyle. It's written, but that's neither here nor there. And I have two channels. So I have a main channel with
you can plug it right now while you're talking about it, by the way.
Yeah, okay. I got a main channel. That's the lit one. I do the documentaries, the comedy, blah, blah, blah. And I have a second channel where I do only music reactions to UK stuff.
Okay,
So,
nice.
So he took offense, like the art, like it was genuinely, it was the trashiest shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm not even lying to you right now. His name is ALZ. It's 38 featuring owls plugged in. If you and look up my reaction, and you probably be thinking the same shit that I'm thinking.
Hey, why don't we pull? Can we pull that up? Why don't we do that? Let's have some
hold
fun.
on.
Obviously, let's vibe.
What's the
You know.
what's the second channel? Yeah. What's the name of the second channel?
Chicago Dude Reacts. Wait, so if you're gonna pull it up, just pull up the original one, and I want to get your opinion on it.
That's funny. I like that. I wanted an opportunity to pull up and almost do a live reaction of a live reaction. That's pretty funny.
What's the song called? 38 featuring L's.
It's called plugged in. 38 and L's. 38. Just put 38 plugged in with fumes.
So obviously the lit one on YouTube, 56.4 thousand subscribers, 292 views. I went on on your about. Obviously you got, the views are 675,000, but you had to redo a page, right?
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah. It's sad times for me, man.
Yeah, right. What happened with that? Did something happen?
So YouTube, they redid their terms and condition or policy or something in January, and some of my videos didn't comply, and I had,
of course, come on, dog.
So and at this time I had like 2,900 videos on my page.
You got to get grandfathered in. I hate that. Like you can't make a law or a rule and just get rid of things. You need to be grandfathered in where moving forward, nothing else, That's exactly what my point was. Like I should be grandfathered in. I can't go back through these. Oh, this is a vibe. I like this. Yeah, we StreamYard. Shout out StreamYard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out StreamYard.
We're going to have fun.
28, baby.
This is it?
Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything. I just want to listen.
Yo. I was plugged in. You already know what time it is.
Come on, man. It's your boy 38, man. Me, man, I got turn up kind of, man.
And where do you get your money from?
Whole lot of gang shit. Yeah.
A whole lot of gang shit.
Now it's the.
Let's go.
It's the one in the gray jacket that I got into it with.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
100K, that's for my VVS's. I got bitches on me, cause they see my necklace. All my niggas wildin', we be moving reckless. If you ever diss me, nigga, you can get this. I ain't bugging, go to all like Russians in a mirror, denim, but a nigga clutching. Brody, if you see him, then you better slump him. Told her she ain't money, I can't give her loving.
The slums, little nigga, you dumb. We rise with the slugs, the name of the gun. I'm smoking hashish, I feel like a G, cause we came from poverty. Like there's no robbing, we made this money monopoly. We smoke broccoli, yeah.
Yo, money, drugs, funds, the bitch won't get no love.
So thus far, what is the consensus?
Thus far, I like that. Thus far, what have you learned? I love it.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best you've ever heard, 1 being trash. We don't got to listen to no more. I don't want to listen.
No, of course. and it's a little different, like it's like that either like English, French, like rap has been like blown up over the last 10, 15 years. There's some bangers, their sound is a little aesthetically pleasing sometimes, when you got the flow, when you got
It's
the
a change of pace. It's different.
It is.
It's different.
But,
so keep in mind, I've been doing this for like a long time, so I know the sounds or how I know the sound that they're going for. That was not it. It was so bad. It was like, oh my God. But
you're more experienced to the ear than we are. You know what I mean? We might not have more as an opinion as you would.
That's a fact. But like I wanted to be fair. On a live, I went back and I listened to one of their better songs or one of another song, and it was good.
One of their better songs.
Yeah, it was good. It just wasn't. This wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? And so the point is, he DM'd me. I'm gonna read this to y'all.
Please.
Bringing out the receipts.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe he deleted it, but let me see if he still got it.
Oh yeah, you can unsend things nowadays, huh?
Yeah, it was a bad look for him. I've always said, like, if you get offended and you text the reactors, like, I don't believe you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Anything you say is irrelevant. I don't think he deleted it. Wow.
He was like, damn, maybe Buddy was right.
Yeah. Maybe I should reevaluate what I'm doing.
Oh, he definitely deleted it, but I remember. I'll tell y'all. So he said something along the lines of keep your negative energy to yourself. Something about me being fat and hit the gym.
Bruv.
Okay. Hey, we
Yeah.
can all hit the gym. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's
And
not a lie.
It's no secret that I'm, a little chubby. I always
Little,
say,
you
so-
know what I mean? Couple pounds on in the pandemic.
He could hit the gym too. He's not the he looked kind of skinny. He doesn't
Exactly.
seem like the biggest
Actually,
guy.
you
So
know,
it's like,
fat shaming, let's
Exactly.
skinny shame him.
you
You know what I mean?
know,
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
And then my reply to this guy was, I said, damn, ... I said, you weak and you soft at the same time. You should
Oh, weak and soft. God damn.
Like now every verse.
That's that double negative.
That's what I said. I was like, I said, you're 0-2 now.
You in the hole. You about to strike out, dog.
Nobody believes you anymore. I'm a reaction channel. Like,
Of course, you're gonna get that type of. If you get those type of DMs, that means you're ruffling the feathers. That's not a bad thing,
It's not.
Stephen A. Smith is on ESPN talking his craziness every
Yeah.
single day. I'm sure his DMs and comments are flooded with nonstop hate, which he does talk craziness most of the time. But
he does.
hey, guess what? He's the highest paid person
yep.
on ESPN. So
Is he?
there's a reason why.
He is.
Highest paid on
is,
ESPN,
yeah.
On
like
ESPN, okay.
on ESPN, yeah, across the board. It's probably, on ESPN every day. He works hard. I give it to him. My man
He
be
does
saying
every
crazy
show.
shit.
Like he's on
Yeah,
all
he works
day.
hard.
Like they're saying, like if they need Stephen A. Smith, like he's there and he's
Yeah.
going to all these games and all that kind of shit. So
he's put in the hours. He deserves it.
he deserves
100%.
it. So hey, when you do these reaction videos, then like they're uploaded. Are you tagging who you're reacting to or no?
If it's already tagged, yeah.
Great question.
Oh, okay.
But like YouTube, it has like if you upload a video, you can tag the artist or you can tag whoever's in the video, or you can
Okay.
use a hashtag. Like hashtags, so
Right,
it's easy to
yeah.
find. So I put his name is there. So if you search him, my video comes up. So yes,
Yeah, I typed in that, and then like one of the next things was reaction.
yes, it's all there.
That's funny. Yeah.
That's how he
So-
seen it.
Are you doing, because I'll go on your page every once in a while and I'll see like uploaded 2 hours ago, 4 hours ago. How many videos you do per day? Is it something do you devote more every day hours to put videos up, or you do set amount? How are you producing content?
I do. So I have my daughter every other week. So when I don't have my daughter, it's like it's up for grabs. It's like
That's you. Yeah. That's your
however
hobby.
many. But yeah, exactly. But when I got my daughter, I try to do at least. So I'll do a breakdown for the main channel. I try to do at least 3 videos, and keep in mind I'm doing 20 to an hour long videos. So I'm trying to
Wow.
do 3 of those, and
Wow.
then however many I can get out on the second channel because they're music videos. I just do them. Normally it's like 1 or 2. And then I have a Patreon where I watch videos every day. So I do that video. And then I have one more. Oh, I got TikTok. I'll be trying to do a TikTok or 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, TikTok. We've been trying to like get on that, but it's a lot to put on these social platforms. It's this is why people when they're influencers, quote unquote, and they hire people, interns, whatever, because it's a lot to be putting it on and knowing how algorithms work and doing
Man,
different platforms. It's a lot of work.
Low key, when you really dive into it though, like me, this is all I got. Like I don't have a 9 to 5.
Oh,
This
you're
is
all
like-
in. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That
so,
was
like,
going to be my other question.
Yeah, so you start paying attention more of what works and what doesn't work, and you want to know
Gotcha.
the little ins and outs. So like with TikTok, I started taking it serious when I was getting strikes on YouTube. So in January, so like 2 days ago, I posted a video. It almost got 1 million views now, and I gained 12,000 followers off the one video. I'm like, damn, okay. So now I'm just. Basically, whatever works, keep doing it. You know
Right.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
If it's not broke, don't
Exactly.
fix it. How do you prioritize stuff? Like, I know you got your YouTube, you got the reaction channel, you said it's like a vlog channel now. or the documentary
Yeah,
channel,
yeah,
and then the TikTok. You're on Instagram. You're on. Are you on Twitter?
I'm haven't taken a deep dive into Twitter yet, but
Gotcha.
maybe one day.
Right,
But I'm
right.
on
So,
Instagram.
gotcha. How are you prioritizing these like social media apps for people that don't really know? Like, what's the most important to like least important really in your content right now?
For right now, as of today, I would say my YouTube channel with the 57,000 is the most important because it honestly it laid the groundwork for everything else to be possible. So with the because YouTube is just a door that opens other avenues.
Right.
So I used YouTube to make a Patreon. I didn't even think of the Patreon. Somebody else was telling me, they were like, "Oh, how can we support you monetarily?"
There you go. Yep.
Somewhere else, like make a Patreon, and I was like, "Okay, I did that," but then I didn't know. Then I started putting videos, and it's membership based, so people have members on there.
Yeah, you can do $1. You know, there's something that I've done or currently do, like a wrestling podcast where it's like $1 a month, and it's like I don't have to hear the ads. You know, so it'll be an episode for an hour and a half that I don't have to worry about 2 minutes of it being. So when I'm listening to podcasts, I like to constant flow of conversation or whatever.
Exactly.
So I pay $1 a month, and I've been doing that for like 2 years, and it's like what's $12 a year? You know what I mean? But it adds up. You got
For them,
a few hundred people. Hey, that's money coming in just cause. So that's what we're trying to work towards. This is something we're passionate about. We love to do, and we do it for free. We've been doing it now year 3 for it.
Yeah.
How long?
This,
we're up there.
This is our third year. Third year of doing it. We're having fun with it, and we love it, and it's a way to express ourselves, be creative, link up. There's people I talk to now because of this podcast on the side that I talk to more now, family members and friends that I didn't talk to prior, because it's something we could talk about, like vibe out, like, oh shit, yeah, I seen the episode, this and that. So it's done a lot for me personally, but it's also like now it's like, we put a good amount of time in. People don't realize, like, prior to doing it and then post, like you put time in. There's hours involved per week, so especially you. But I would love to get paid off it. I like to, get some couple bucks paying for gas, whatever I got to do.
It's cool as long as you don't let it. There's comments. As long as you don't let the comments bug you.
Nah,
that's the one thing.
Fort has been hated on his whole life, so he's used to people just shitting on him in group chat. So he's, me on the other hand, I
thrive off negativity.
I
don't want peace. I want problems.
I thrive off negativity.
This is the thing though with these social media platforms. It's okay when they do it to you, but since you're in the big chair, if you do it to them. You don't get a strike.
Hey, we had this one dude, bro. Dylan, what was his name?
Dylan, I think so.
Dylan, whatever his name was, bro. He was going crazy on us because of.
We be trolling on IG all the time.
We were talking about like
on shit.
Damar Hamlin, like sorry for everything that happened to him. It was a crazy accident, and I hope he's good. But we were,
milked out though.
Yeah,
she was milked out.
We were saying our opinions, and he started calling us bigots. He started calling us this. He started saying, no one listens to your podcast and whatnot. So me being who I am, I found his Twitter, and I went through his media.
We became bullies at the end of the day. We became, you know what I mean? He led us to being a bully. So like we had to go all in.
No, it went as far as he was going to our personal pages, leaving comments on our personal pages, leaving comments about my guy's nephew
was like retarded or something.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dog.
And then he blocked us.
Like I can take criticism. If you comment about my nephew being retarded, I'm like, that picture kind of looked retarded, so you're not wrong. You know what I mean? Like, that's funny. Like, I can laugh at dumb shit like that, because first of all, he's not, but second of all, it's like, all right, I see what you're doing. You like that dark humor too, but like, don't go back and forth with us and then try to block us and get us reported. Like, go all in. Go all in,
Stand 10 toes on it if you're going to do it. Like,
for real.
Let me get mine off as well. Like, I get what he's saying.
Exactly. It's all in good fun.
So back to your question, though. Like, So prioritize wise, YouTube, right? And then Patreon is the bill payer.
Right.
YouTube pays
Got you.
but Patreon pays a lot more
Nice.
bills. And now TikTok is easier to be seen, right? So like you drop a video, if you do it right, a lot of people are gonna see it, right? So I use TikTok as come check. I also have a YouTube, so like it goes full circle. You know what I'm saying? So I drop a story on TikTok. I say, I also have a YouTube because I do two separate things on TikTok and YouTube.
Got you.
So I tell them, and then they come join. Like I told them yesterday, and I got like 100 subscribers yesterday. I was like, use that. Comes full circle. It's all it is.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. Now that recapping, we've been vibing out for 30 minutes now, and what we usually do, for people that are joining us and to the lab from you, the lit one, we want to go into what we usually do, chop it up, what we're interested in, we're kind of all over the place as a podcast. We like to talk sports because that's what we watch the most and understand the most and are passionate about, but also real life stuff, whether that's politics, whether that's news, entertainment. Is there anything right now, because we have a bunch of topics that we could throw out, so I'm not putting you too much on blast. Is there anything going on, whether it's sports you want to talk about, whether it's life, news that's going on? Because we have some topics here, but I wanted to leave it open to you to bring up a topic, talk about it, chop it up a little bit.
No, y'all go ahead. Let me bring up y'all topics. I'm gonna ride with y'all.
That's you did good. You did good by that. So let's go into, oh boy, I'm looking at things. So we won't do that sports thing yet. We had UFC. Do you watch UFC?
Not really, but I watched the highlights from 287. Was it? I watched some of the highlights. Yeah.
At least. Hey, look, you knew what number it was.
Yeah,
you knew what UFC number it was. Aiden Ross
didn't know what number it was.
Aiden Ross didn't. And UFC posted him on his fucking page, bro.
Aiden Ross didn't know what number UFC it was. And I'm not going to lie. He didn't say anything. He goes, "What UFC? Thank you for having me at UFC."
Yeah, see,
what
he's
number
like
is
two.
it?
What number is it?
Wow.
Like you're better off saying the wrong number because I'm not gonna lie. There's times where I'm making a post and I'm like, "Oh shit, is it 287?" I double check myself, but if I'm going to 287, I'm gonna remember that.
You have to know what event you're going to.
You know what I mean? You're a little bit of a fraud, so unshout out Aiden Ross, but So one thing that got, I don't even want to do this. Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Bro, just do it.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about because this is something we were gonna talk about, and it could be controversial, whatever. And if you don't want to chime in too much, I understand. But a lot of things about UFC has been, have you seen the video for it and about like the trans woman in UFC fighting?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and MMA
and breaking skulls and stuff like that, and then. The same week that's happening where like you could pull it up on YouTube or whatever. Hopefully we won't have to edit this out. But there's trans women or trans men, I guess, whatever, fighting in MMA. Breaking women's skulls and dominating and it's crazy and it's dangerous. And then at the same token, you had another big news. He was trending on Twitter all week long. Me and Fort are big on Twitter. Is Nike and Bud Light doing trans rights and gay rights, and which is understandable, but they're giving endorsements to people that Nike's giving an endorsement out to a new trans woman, man, however, and it's like it's controversial. So we'll watch this real quick.
Okay.
Is it slow motion on purpose? Oh shit, yeah. So the one in the tank top is the trans MMA fighter.
Oh, I've definitely seen this.
Yeah, this is brutal.
with that knee.
The knee, and it's tough because it's like she's been dominating. That's not the only fight. Like I think there's a tournament going on. She's annihilating. So I wanted to have a conversation because that's a hot topic. Like I said, it's a little controversial with people not wanting to talk about it because offending people. But it's about in my opinion, it's always about humans. Are we making sure humans are safe? If I offend somebody, okay, I apologize. But are we protecting humans at the end of the day? Are we protecting women as well as much as trans? So like in MMA, is this trans person, woman, man, are they? I'm learning. I'm sorry. I'm not even making a joke. Are they are they doing damage? Is it not okay for this? Because it's like someone's gonna die. Someone will die, or someone will get to that point where then we're gonna start rewriting these laws and rules. And it's like, why do we have to get to that point?
You know what it is for me? It's a loophole in the system, right? That they're taking advantage of. They weren't able to excel in their sport originally, so they come, it's a loophole. Now the powers at B that are letting this are at fault, 100%. Like you're not protecting women, you're not protecting the sport, you're not protecting people's mothers, sisters, daughters, you're not protecting them. Like this is a person who was born, who went through puberty as a boy, and then decided, okay, which is their choice. If you don't feel like you were born this way, go ahead.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah, but you have man strength now, right? You have
And
man
we all
strength.
know that's not something that's opinionated. We all know men's strength, same size, same weight. That is different than women's strength. That's
100%
genetics.
Yeah, it's not fair one bit. Like as you seen in that clip, the communal member, I call it the community. The communal member was taking the hits from the girl, unfazed.
Yeah.
Unfazed. Didn't even
Right?
one knee gone.
boom.
One knee.
Lights out.
Yeah, and our hips, men's hips and women's hips, two different things. So you come and get a lot of power from this as a man. Like as a community member, you're still coming with a lot of power from your hip.
I like that community member. I'm gonna start. Talking like that,
Referring?
where it's like community. Yeah, referring to community member. It's nice. It's
You gotta
nice.
be creative out here.
What's your take on it, Fort?
So, man, whenever I see stuff like this, I always think of that swimmer, the swimmer that was a male and transitioned to a female, and then all of a sudden started winning every race. But they were really ass in swimming when they were competing with men. Yeah. So it's like, what are you really doing this for? Like, were you that ass at swimming as a male? I feel like I'm with Ray on it. Like, if you're going to go all out and that, like, okay, we have the ability to do it. So, and it's getting pushed onto us so much. So why not just make a trans league?
That's what I was going to say. I agree. Yeah.
For whatever it is. For whatever it is. Like, all right, cool. You want to have, because it's not fair. Like, all right, so now all of a sudden I'm not athletic, I'm not good at whatever. I'm going to go transition and be a female and fight women in kickboxing? No, bro. And some of these women are probably still going to whoop my ass because they've been doing it for so long. But if some way, somehow, I'm able to get position and actually hit a woman, I'm probably going to hit them pretty hard. I'm 6'2", 240. And these women are like 5'6", 140. They have weight classes for a reason. They have male and female things for reasons. And not that I'm not taking anything away from women, because I know and seen some strong ass women. But still, we kind of talked about this on the Instagram live we had yesterday. Like, there was an 18-year-old fighting on the UFC card last night, and he's really fucking good. But he went up against a 23, 24-year-old guy, and he got dogged. He got big, bro, the whole fight. So if that's the gap in men, think about it. Gap in genders.
Yeah.
I'm not with it. I don't think it's cool. It's not protecting anyone. You want to make them feel comfortable? Okay, make them feel comfortable in their own fucking league.
Yeah. And I think that's the next step. I think the next step is finding enough, trans to make a division, to make a, if we're going to do women and men separated, there's a reason why there's an NBA and a WNBA.
Right.
That speaks volumes by itself. There's a reason why there's two different leagues and we all don't play together. So I think that's the next step is, creating that new league, that new division in MMA, whether or swimming. Leah Thomas, Fender Bennett brought it up, and that was the most controversial thing, where that person, you looked at their stats when they were a guy, a male.
They were like in the 400s, like low 400s ranked.
Not competing.
Or high 400s or whatever.
All of a sudden becomes a trans woman, and boom.
Number one.
she's women, dominating, like lapping people almost. And so you see it's a direct, that you see any person could see something like that and just, it makes sense. Black and white, very simple. It's not even controversial, but we are doing it to, not hurt people's feelings. And at the end of the day, people's feelings are going to be hurt
Make
regardless.
people feel comfortable.
Right? Like, we're all going to be, whether you make a decision right or wrong or indifferent, someone's going to be hurt by it. Might as well make it for, like I said, make it for humans. Make it right for the human being, not about, hurting a small group of people. So I wanted to bring that up because obviously we've seen that MMA, but also people were also not okay with Nike, signing a trans woman, and there's women that could be signed to that same deal that are doing their thing as well. You know what I mean? Like, that is like,
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, there's
Honestly,
women that
I didn't.
you didn't see that.
No.
I think it's Dylan something. I forgot the name. I could probably type it in real quick and
As
find it.
as a business, Nike and you said Bud Light.
Yeah, but like that's
As
yeah.
look, as a business, I understand it. Like, they're gonna get a lot more reach now because, oh hey, Nike signed a trans. Other members of the community might be more inclined to whatever. Like, it's these businesses know what they're doing with everything that's going on, and they want to reach out to certain demographics and certain things.
Yeah.
And what better way?
But here's the thing, though. If it was a business move, right? There's a. I want to say there's a Muslim girl on TikTok. She lifts weights. She lifts weights.
RJ's killing the lit one right now. Let's put him on blast.
Who?
Why not? Let's give him shine. Obviously, he's sitting in front of, or he or she's sitting.
Hey,
in front
yo,
of the
this is Buddy.
This is what we talked about.
This is Buddy from 38, the dude that was
know what I
doing
mean?
the rap song.
There you go.
RJ, you're entitled to your opinion, but guess who's
There
on
you
the
go.
show?
Exactly.
Yeah, who's watching who right now?
And that's awesome. And hey, and RJ, we hope you watch every single episode. You're awesome, no matter what.
Subscribe,
Keep coming with
like,
opinions.
repost.
Please, because at the end of the day, we don't need all of us or want everybody to, love us. So keep coming with opinions, keep coming with facts. Talk about, state your opinion on this, whether this is. And then he had another thing: the lit one has no point of view.
Anyway, like I was saying.
Hey, he just brushed that. That shit off. He's like, those are rookie numbers, bro. That's nothing to me.
Did you smash RJ's girl or something back in the day? What happened? What happened? RJ's mad. Damn. All right, sorry. I wanted to expose it because guess what? You taught us.
He must be from the south side of Chicago.
It must be an op. I don't know.
I just wanted to put that on blast because like you gave us, you got to, as you blow up or as you get better at this, you will have people coming like that. So hey, don't shy away from it. So I apologize for cutting you off, but I thought that was appropriate to show because
always like I love it. Yeah, thank you, RJ.
Thank you, RJ. Appreciate you.
So there's a Muslim girl on TikTok, right? She works out, she does videos. She sent some clothing, some ideas for hijabis to work out in, like
I seen that
hijabis, but that she got no answer. And that's a whole that's a billions of people that you could if it was a business move, you could have went and did that. Now I'm not knocking nobody.
Billions, bro.
Yeah, if you want that, if you want the community's business as well, go for it. But also take a look here as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like there's other businesses, there's other business moves to be made where you can make even more money. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah. No, it's just also at the end of the day, it's target audience.
That's true.
It's target audience, and that topic is in that community is so relevant and in everything that's going on. And
it's in the now, yeah.
Like how it is. It's
especially with our political office that's in place right now. It's definitely front of everything. Top news.
Nowadays
like
you don't have to be the biggest. You just got to be the loudest. And,
all of a sudden this year we have a transgender school shooting. I don't remember any transgender school shootings, but now we got a transgender school shooting.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Woo.
You know?
It's crazy times, and obviously we're a platform that we like to joke about things and discuss, but also, let's talk about things that make you uncomfortable. And obviously this topic makes me uncomfortable, as you could tell, because I want to accept everybody, but I also want to be myself and be real and be right to the point. So it's like I battle with myself each and every day about talking about topics like this, whether it's personal life or even on this podcast, because it's like I want to say my opinion, but that doesn't make me a horrible person based on what I think or what I have an opinion, because my shit could change the next day. Let's have a conversation. Let's have dialogue. You know what I mean? And I think that's what we're missing, nowadays, right? Conversations. You don't have to be right. I don't have to be right, but let's
Everyone's
talk
too
about
radical.
it. You know what I mean?
Everyone's too radical, one side or the other. Like we don't know what compromise is anymore.
We don't, right? Yeah. It's like this is why I like podcasts. It's like that's why I fuck with like Rogan, because it's like if he has somebody on that I don't know anything about, or he's that person, that guest is from a totally different atmosphere that I'm used to, whether it's a scientist or somebody socially. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna all of a sudden lock in, and I'm gonna try to understand this person's point of view, right or wrong. I'm gonna listen to it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what we want to do on this podcast, and I think that's long term. I think that's what we're trying to establish is like open forum, open dialogue, have a conversation, like it, love it, think we're wrong, whatever it is, and that's what it is. Yeah.
But it's an open forum for it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put your beliefs on the table and let's talk about them all. I feel it.
Right? The people that are screaming about, you're wrong, you're this, you're that. All right, tell me your opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
All right,
but don't tell me I'm wrong and don't have an opinion. Like
there you go.
That's the thing. No, that's the thing. People don't. They just say how they want to shape their own opinion and just let it go. But if you say something, just trying to keep the conversation going, that's all they can say. They can only really like react one kind of way. But as soon as you come back with some kind of like actual formulated statement, they have nothing else to say. Yeah. Like I don't know if I told Ray or if I said it on this podcast, but I mean you're here and I haven't told you. So I was on an outing, with a young lady one night.
Okay.
And
young lady one night.
She brought up the topic of how they were trying to pass this bill where they couldn't be a drag queen, king, whatever, within 100 feet of a school. And I looked at her and I was like, yeah, that's great. I'm for it. I can appreciate that. And she kind of was like, why? Like, why do you feel that way? And I was like, well, one, it's kids. Kids can't formulate their own opinions. They don't know what that is. It doesn't matter. Now, if I have a kid and they want to talk to me about it and they, I'm going to teach them. I'm going to educate them about it and whatever. But 6-7-year-old kids shouldn't be shown this. That's just my opinion. They shouldn't be subjected to it.
What if there's a drag queen or whatever the deal was for that has adopted a child or has a child of its own and has to pick the child up from the school?
Then, I mean, go normal. Go normal to pick them up.
But
hey,
isn't
you don't need to go in drag?
No, but it's funny because it's like, this is a real question for me. I swear to God, is dressing drag about being it's about being extra? No, like there is no normal. There is no
That's true.
Like t-shirt and shorts, right?
That's true.
Yeah, but there's a time and place.
Is there?
It's all right.
There's a time and place for everything, bro.
So I'm ignorant. So someone help me figure this out.
Hey, so all right, hold on, let me finish. So when I told her that's great, I'm with that. She was like, okay, so I could see it in her face. She's trying to think of something to come back with it, some that makes sense. She's like, well, I don't think that there should be a bar within 100 feet of a school. And I was like, yeah, I agree with that too.
That's fair.
That's
like that.
Hopefully not.
I was like,
I don't think there should be a McDonald's within 100 feet of a school, but that's my opinion too.
It's like, yeah, there shouldn't be drunk people leaving, you know, at
Yeah.
2, 3 in the afternoon
Especially
going
in
by
South
school.
Florida.
No. Oh, especially in South Florida. So,
Right.
and then she was like, she just like lost it there. There was nothing else she could say after that. I was like, I agree with both of that. Like,
Did you get
what
a
are we
second
doing
date?
here?
Did you get more
Oh,
important
well,
question.
so look, that was just the first date, and it
you
was
eat
to
butt?
like, and it was to show like my appreciation for like other things, you know.
Okay.
So
Other things. You're being very vague. I don't like this.
I'm very vague on this podcast with this kind of
last
stuff.
episode he goes. Last episode, what
Hey,
you say?
because I never know who's watching or when I'm gonna
Yeah,
get clipped or
I
if we
know.
blow up or whatever. You know,
You know what I mean? In the
I
last
gotta
episode,
be-
he was like, we were driving to this place with
to
this girl. I was like,
undisclosed location.
dude, you sound like a kidnapper.
That's how you got to be, though, man. You never know who's watching.
Hey,
for
bro. Hey,
That
no
one
face,
time.
no case.
That one time. All right, relax. All right, before we wrap this up, you know, the lit one, we appreciate you. It's funny because I like that I don't know your first name or forgot it, so I don't want to know it actually. Unless you wanna expose it. I don't know how, right?
Leave it out.
It's nice. You know what I mean? Good. There you go. That's why Elvis Escobar. That's not my name, but you know what I mean?
Elvis Escobar.
Sometimes you gotta move in silence. But we appreciate you having you know, being on and entering the lab. Hopefully we can have you on again and you know, promote your stuff, what you got going on, what you want to do. Because not only will your viewers, have you been on a podcast where you talked openly about yourself, where your subscribers have gotten to know you personally? Like, how's that work?
I've been on a podcast with the Respect My Blueprint podcast.
Okay.
They're over in
I like that name.
yeah.
That's
it's
a nice
pretty-
name.
They got
That's
a
a
nice
dope
little
name.
studio in Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale, they have a studio. I was on that one, and then this is the second one.
Cool.
That's good
Yeah,
to know.
so
That's
it's a
to
good
know.
opportunity to, you know, a lot of people watch your stuff and, you know, all of a sudden you get to talk about your opinion and stuff, not live reacting. So it's kind of helps
Yeah.
both of us out. But plug anything you have going on now or what you're about to do, obviously, all your platforms and all that.
Honestly, man, main channel, TheeLitOne, TheeLitOne. That's if you want to watch reactions to documentaries from the UK, comedy from the UK, anything of that nature, man. And hopefully I can get a podcast like this one day going up and running.
Hey, we could help each other because obviously we have been learning a lot over the last 3 years now, and there's going to be a lot of expect me to reach out to you with YouTube stuff because we like growing on YouTube because you know there's monetary long-term things that we could get from it, but you know it has limits. You know YouTube does make sure that you don't put too much out there.
One
You
of
know,
our
they-
videos got fucking age restricted.
Yeah, I don't even know. I have to
last
watch that
week,
episode back, and I'm like, what
You
did we
gotta
talk
like
about?
log
that-
in. You have to log
Yeah.
in to watch it.
What did
Like,
we talk about that episode that we didn't talk about any other time? Maybe we
It could be
mentioned
like
guns.
one word you say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I might have said pedophilia or something. I said
But you
that.
guys got to remember, you guys are on live too. So
True.
like if you say anything on live, it's automatically.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
true,
You're right.
yeah.
See, get to know it. But
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah.
the lit one I seen your birthday, May 26th. Happy early birthday.
Early birthday.
Thank you. Guys.
Might get you on for your
appreciate it.
birthday a few days before or whatnot, maybe
You know
that
what I
week.
mean?
You know, a little birthday celebration pod
Turn up,
episode.
turn up.
Yeah, yeah.
If we do
next
have
time
you on
I'm in
next.
South Florida, we're gonna link up.
For sure.
Yeah, because I got my parents live down there, so I got to make a
he's
trip
down
down. We should all, because Ray lives close. You know, we should do a
Link
little meetup. Yeah, make some content
Yeah.
or some shit.
For sure.
down.
I think that'd be fun.
I'm down.
That'd be
guys.
fun.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. The lit one. Go on YouTube. Check out his stuff. We'll definitely have you on next time. And then when we have you on next time, we'll get to chopping it up like we do on Enter the Lab. This was just a
Sure.
kind of intro, getting to know you, and hopefully we could you know, share some tips and tricks along the way as far as content and all that.
For sure, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all
All right,
having
brother.
me.
Enter
Yes,
the
sir.
lab.
Thank
Exit
you.
the lab. Peace, brother.
Peace.
All right, my man.
That was cool. That was cool.
Yes, sir.
Bro, I
Loved
don't
it.
know how we do it. Like honestly, at this point, like I'm not even sure
That gummy
like
hitting you, huh?
how it is. No, fuck the gummy. I totally forgot I ate that. So yes, it's hitting me.
I could tell.
I never even talked to dude.
I know.
Never talked to him.
That's what's great
Never
about
DM'd
having,
him. Like I haven't even seen the DMs that y'all have exchanged until like 2 days ago, 3 days ago when we like really locked it in.
Well, that's what's
And
cool,
it's-
and I hope people understand that and appreciate it.
I don't
that-
think there's anyone that's doing it like us, bro. No. Like,
Shout
I'm not
out
even gonna
RJ.
cap, or I'm not even gonna talk shit. Like,
Shout out RJ.
There's-
Let's give him more love.
yeah, hey, RJ, like, dude, like every podcast I watch or every vlog I watch or whatever content I'm consuming on YouTube, that shit is edited. That shit is fucking people that know each other or have some kind of managers or someone that's already blown up in another industry or whatever the case may be, and then they want to do something like what we're doing. But no one's just
Nah.
going off and being like, hey, you want to hop on the podcast and talk some shit? I've never talked to you before in my life, but let's do it. And then actually get quality.
Well, like I said, it's like when you have an open forum and open conversations without restrictions, without anybody, no script, no whatever, it flows better. I got that from listening to hours. Well, at this point, it's years of Rogan, and it's like it just have an open concept. You're not gonna have I'm gonna ask you this. This is how it's gonna go. It's just gonna flow. So appreciate him for being on. I appreciate his viewers for hopefully subscribing, hopefully viewing, liking, following us on all social platforms. But let's get into, we're an hour in now officially. Appreciate everybody who came through. I'm going to try to get timestamps worked up tonight so we could have it first thing in the morning, because a lot of his viewers are in the UK, so they're sleeping. It's 1 o'clock in the morning there, 2 o'clock in the morning there now, so they're going to wake up, and we're probably going to have a good amount of views, a great amount of views once we wake up in the morning. So I want to make sure that's
Right.
Properly put together.
Is RJ in the UK? Where's RJ at? I want to know where RJ's at.
RJ, let us know where
if
you're
you're
at.
still on,
If you're
let us
still
know
on,
where you're
please.
at. We want to know. We want to know. Man, UFC, please.
Yeah, let's do UFC. UFC. Let's let's break it down quickly. Let's not bore people, but let's make it interesting.
Right.
I'll
mean,
let you
dude,
take the floor. Go ahead.
fucking in Miami, man. It doesn't get any better than that. There's just something about Miami that just brings the dog out in everyone. Just, it doesn't matter what you're fucking doing. If you're out there smoking, you're going to feel some type of way. If you're out there drinking, you're going to feel some type of way. But it's just something about Miami, the 305, that, that's why NBA teams come out here and they fucking suck. They fucking go out somewhere
They're lit.
and, especially
James
if your name
Harden's
is James
weakness.
Harden. Yep.
Nice.
Okay.
Symbiotic.
But man, I was getting mad FOMO. I was just being mad nostalgic last night, fucking watching this card, and like they're showing shit. I'm like, yo, I've been there. Oh, I've seen that. Oh, whatever. Case may be. IHP Fit, man. They were in the building. They had some fighters. Didn't really get the results we wanted, but they're in the UFC. Jacqueline Amarin, she made her debut in the UFC, and she looked pretty fucking
Great
good the first round.
Great first round.
She looked
Oh my
fucking
goodness.
great.
Almost too good. Like almost put
Yeah.
it all out there like she should
Yeah.
have all in the first round.
And that goes back to Miami 305, just bringing it out in you. You want to fucking show out for the fans. And, it was her UFC debut, too, and she fought Sam Hughes, and Sam Hughes was still going third round at the end. She could have got
Iowa.
another 3
She got that
rounds.
dog in her too.
Yeah, so that was, Jackie's debut, her first L, but she looked really good. I'm sure she's got a lot more fights in the UFC. I'm not worried about it. So that was good. And then the Shah Gilan fight, Steve Garcia, I mean, he came out. He's swinging too and knocked him down, and it looked like we were going to get a dub, and then Steve Garcia came back. And, hey, we're still – IHP still up there. We appreciate y'all. It's not a coincidence. People go to IHP, they get better.
Yeah.
Prelims.
Even it was quality fights from IHP. Obviously the first 2 fights were, the IHP fam. I was locked in. I
was locked in from the go. There hasn't been many
Right.
UFC cards in the past that I've been locked in since the first
that's what I
fight.
mean.
I
I
usually
felt
always
the-
miss the first ones.
I felt a part of this card from start to finish.
Yeah.
Man, UFC, like I've been won over, and I've been involved for years now because of you, because of my brother and stuff like that. But like this card officially put me in, like I want to be involved with cards like this from the start to the finish, because the first 2 fights IHP represented obviously didn't go their way, but hey, it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
It's fighting. It's gonna go. Shit's gonna go down.
Heck yeah. UFC, we're better than Aiden Ross. Holla at me, Dana White. I'm ready. Prelims. Lupi Godinez, man. I love her. Mexican strong. She's got that dog in her. Lupi, I love you. Got the dub. She fought Angela Hill in San Diego a few months ago. Took a L, but she learned from it, and she did her thing. Joe Pyfer, man. Against Gerald Mearshart. Joe Pyfer's a fucking dog. He's a savage. He talked about it in his post-fight interview. Go watch it. I'm not going to get into it, but I'm on the Joe Pyfer hype train. I'm a fan. If you're human, you should be a fan too. Chris Curtis, Kevin Gastelum. We were live with Daquad, so we missed this fight, but it was a banger.
Yeah, you guys went longer than I expected. I had you guys on the TV, and I was like, "Are you guys gonna cut it off soon?"
Yeah, we had a few people on. We had you, then we brought Franco in. So, we went a little over than what we wanted. Gastelum, dub, happy for him. I hope this is a good thing for signs to come or a good sign for things to come. Whatever. I don't know. Main card, moving on. Fucking stacked main card. Raul Rosas Jr., Christian Rodriguez. Kind of talked about that already with the LITOne.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said on live he got a cleft lip. He might have.
Hey, who knows? He got dogged.
I'm just saying.
He got
I don't want to bully him.
Christian Rodriguez bullied him.
He did get.
He held up. He got bullied. And welcome to the UFC. I mean, that's your second fight.
He's
whatever.
Young. Yeah.
He's 18. He's got a long way to go.
Kevin Holland. Now, so you don't have to go through it later.
Exactly. Kevin Holland, Santiago Ponzinibbio. Man, what a fight. Kevin Holland is a fucking. He's awesome for the UFC. I love this guy. I saw him a few months ago. He knocked Buddy out, jumped over the cage, started talking with Trump and Dana White. Fucking iconic.
45.
Rob Font, knockout. Adrian Yanez. David had Adrian Yanez. Psych. Rob Font, knockout. Did his thing in Miami. Co-main, Gilbert Burns, Jorge Masvidal. I was surprised with what I saw from Masvidal. I'm not even going to lie. He looked...
In a good way?
All right. Yeah, no, he looked all right. He didn't look bad. He hit Gilbert a few times. His takedown defense was pretty good, and he did his thing on the ground. Gilbert got his few takedowns, but then he didn't really do much. There was no submission attempts. There really wasn't much on the ground except just holding him there. And when they boxed, there was some signs. Great career, man. Just since he was young, he's been in it half his life. You can't say what he's done for the UFC in South Florida and Miami.
Messiah.
Yeah, that's your treacherous little twin. And then, I mean, him coming out to Scarface was lit. It was fucking fire in Miami.
I was so lit by them. I barely remember what I talked to you about, what I posted. So, you know what I mean?
And then, fucking.
Yo, where's the lit one? William,
he just got off, bro. He got off.
He was on for 58 minutes. Go back to this end. William, let me put this in. William, we appreciate you. William,
yes, sir.
William, shout out if you're in England, UK. Shout out Premier League and all that. Go back, watch it, subscribe, like this video. All that. No, I'm just saying. I love it.
Shout out Premier League.
I love Ted Lasso. He was just on for an hour. When we get off, watch the episode. Sorry, go ahead.
Main event. Adesanya, Pereira. I mean, did we expect anything else?
Bruh.
I'm pissed. I missed the knockout. Very upset. Streamies, you can suck my dick from the back. You always go out when it fucking counts. Fucking grow up. Pay more for your servers. Do something. I don't know.
Pay more for your servers. Meanwhile, you ain't paying shit. Damn.
I don't give a fuck. Damn right. I live in America. I'm a U.S. citizen. If I can click on some links and find the stream, you better fucking work.
No fuck.
That's all I gotta say.
All right.
Hey, look, I said it on the live. I'm gonna say it again. Izzy was on another level of locked inness. I'm quoting myself again. He wanted his shit back. He got something taken from him that he's had for a long time, and he's standing across the fucking octagon from the person that did it, and you're going to tell me he's not going to fucking go all out and get that shit back? He did his thing. His speech at the end was typical Adesanya. It was a good speech, but it was corny.
Okay.
These guys are friends, bro. They're friends now.
Yeah, no, I've seen them in the
They're friends now, but they're going to fight for a third time, and It's going to be for a lot of money, and it's probably going to be in Brazil or New Zealand. And Izzy's going to win again, and then it's done. And then Hamzat can move up to 185 and fight him. I don't fucking know.
All right,
But what a
that's
card,
your
bro. What a
UFC
card.
287.
Berto's
What a
fucking
card.
sending
Great
me
card.
videos of it right now.
Who?
Fucking Berto.
Don't get us kicked
God.
off. So the next UFC fight 288 is Sterling and Henry. How do you say that name? I'm sorry if I'm sounding angry, but
Cejudo?
Cejudo?
Cejudo? No, next week is
Cejudo,
Arnold Allen and Max Holloway.
that's in Newark. No, I'm just saying the next pay-per-view.
Oh, the next pay-per-view, yeah. But, yeah, it's Holloway versus Allen. Oh, and then
Holloway, his girl.
in two weeks. Oh, yeah, Max Holloway, yeah. In 2 weeks
He's blessed.
is Sergey Pavlovich versus Curtis Blades. Wow. Oh, shit.
Also,
Ah,
289,
damn.
Nunez Pena 3.
That's your girl. I don't even know why they're
I'm
doing
just
that
kidding.
again. I don't know why they're doing that again. Nunes
They're
is
running
just
it
gonna
back. It's for
dog
money.
her.
They know if they main event that's gonna be, viewers and eyeballs. I know I'd be locked in. Yeah, I think Julia Pena
for
can
the
get another
different
shot
reasons. No, she's gonna. Bro, she got cooked the second fight.
at it. Okay, let's move on. Let's not this. All right, cool. NBA. Let's do some stuff. Hall of Fame class. Your boy Dwayne Wade got into it. Who else got into it? That Powell.
Dirk.
Dirk. Great class. Others that we're probably forgetting. I'm just running through this. Shout out Udonis Haslam UD for his last game today.
Udonis,
Thank
you
God.
did it. Yo, you know what? I'm kind of upset that he had a great game, his last game,
Right?
because now
No,
I feel
don't
like
be
he's gonna
upset.
go. No, because I feel like
in
he's
the playoffs.
not even that. Now I feel like he's gonna go home, and he's gonna think about it. He's like, damn, I dropped 3 threes. Damn, I caught
Yeah,
an
let me-
alley oop.
Yeah,
Damn,
let me
I
play
had
more.
24 points. Let me run it back. Another year. I want to fail
He should
word
not
tour. I
run
got
it
3
back.
rings.
No.
That's what he's gonna be thinking when he goes home, dude. Whoever was guarding him, bro, this man was catching the ball in the post, coming up, doing the little KD swing thing, 1 dribble pull up, fade away, doing shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I watching right now? Is this like the Indiana Pacers series in 2011, 2012? Like, what's going on right now? UD's a bucket today.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I'll probably watch the highlights after this.
He had 24 points.
That's crazy. Well, I was gonna do like season predictions and awards, but we'll wait for next episode because I don't want to get into it. I want that to be like something we
Dog,
talk about. So like
whoever
NBA
is guarding Udonis Haslam and letting him get 24 points.
Yeah, no, that's bad. I mean, they weren't. It was who are you guys playing? Orlando Magic.
It doesn't matter. They're
Yeah,
a pro.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they're just trying to go home. They're just trying to enjoy the off season. NBA
Cancun on
awards
3.
and predictions. We'll go into that next episode because we have the NBA playoffs starting. I think Tuesday. Yeah,
The
so
play-in?
I don't think the awards won't be for another few weeks. So we'll go in on that. But
Do we know what they
Let's
are?
no, like I was talking like MVP.
No, I'm saying, do we know what the play-in is? Yeah.
Essentially, I think a lot of it is settled. You could talk, bring it up if you have it pulled up.
Hawks Heat, Tuesday, April 11th, 7:30. And then at 10, Tuesday, April 11th, T-Wolves at Lakers. Wednesday, April 12th, you got Bulls at Raptors. And then that's at 7. And then at 9:30, you got Thunder Pelicans.
Yep. And then Friday is when the real business. No, actually, there's another playoff. So we don't play. Oh, the series don't start until Saturday. Nets Sixers don't start Saturday at 1 p.m. Nice.
I got Heat, Lakers, Raptors, and Pelicans.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. We'll go into predictions because I want to predict MVP like awards and shit like that. If you think you know who's going to be MVP, MVP is a great debate. Like I said, I don't want to get into it now. We'll get into it next week. But it's crazy that the Mavs are being investigated for tanking because
Is it crazy?
well, they had if they landed in the top, if they were the number 10 pick in the draft, they would have had to they kept their pick. If they were number 11, they would have had to give their pick to New York, the Knicks. So the fact that they fugazi'd, a bunch of things.
Right? No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you have Luka
is
Doncic
it crazy?
and Kyrie. You have Luka and Kyrie, and you're fucking.
Well,
tanking.
Kyrie didn't play, right?
He didn't play in the last couple games, but Luka played one quarter, so they're being looked into for like deliberately tanking, and that's it's a crazy world. They don't have the defense at the end of the day. They taking all of it out of it. They did the right decision. They should have not tried to make to the playoffs, but. You just can't do that. You just can't do that with those.
Well, Kyrie's a free agent now, so.
And it's funny because it's like, he wants to resign. It's like, nigga.
That's what he said in Boston. He's like, I want to finish my career.
Kyrie said that. Kyrie said, I'm not leaving 7. He said that like a week before he requested a trade. Kyrie's words don't mean shit. Anyway, no trades for Lamar Jackson and Rodgers yet. Odell just signed with the Ravens today.
Up to 18 mil. What's the incentives? What's he getting? Like, he probably has to play all 17 games, 30 touchdowns.
I'm gonna say it's like 12 mil, and then like the remaining 5 or 6 mil has got to be
like
crazy
playoffs,
incentives.
like all pro, Pro Bowl, whatever.
Leading the league.
Yeah.
So like, let's not believe that 18 mil is real. Let's see. We did UFC.
Cash App founder got stabbed to death in the Bay Area this week.
Yeah, what the fuck?
R.I.P. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on over there.
Is it conspiracy? I don't believe that. No.
I don't know. Maybe just someone made a mistake on Cash App and sent the money to the wrong person and didn't get the money back. I don't fucking know, bro.
So, so you're saying it could be personal.
I don't know, dude.
Shout out Luke Combs for dropping the album.
Fire album.
That's
Fire
my new
album.
guy. That's my new guy.
Didn't fucking listen to that shit.
Just watched the latest episode of Yellow Jackets.
Fire, bro. That's for real. That show is insane, dog. That's one of my favorite shits ever, bro.
Yeah, it's so crazy. If you guys don't watch
I put people
Yellow
on
Jackets,
that shit, bro.
watch that shit.
That shit's legit.
Talk about eating people. You know what I mean?
That shit's legit.
Goddamn.
Hey, people want us to talk about hockey for whatever reason.
All right, go ahead. I might go to a hockey game.
No, I don't. Don't say go ahead to me. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck hockey is. I'm just saying. Someone DM'd me and said, "Why y'all don't talk about hockey on the podcast?"
Somebody DM'd you and said that?
Yeah.
Who talks about hockey on a podcast?
I don't fucking know because I'm not fucking Canadian.
There's podcasts about hockey.
I'm sure there is. There's podcasts about everything nowadays.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's yeah.
You're right.
I had a few shout outs, but I forgot.
I'll do shout outs in a second. Hold on. I seen John Wick 4 in movies, matinee Esco. I was tired. I was a little shot, so I didn't view it properly. But it was a long movie, almost 3 hours.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like John Wick with a stick.
The fight scenes were crazy as per usual. But I like the ending. There was a lot of good quotes. I like dialogue. I was rooting for more dialogue in the movie. I think Keanu Reeves says like under 80 words the entire movie.
Yeah, I think he said like 34 words or something.
Yeah, something like that. He literally doesn't talk, which is cool because he didn't need to talk. Everybody else was talking for him. But good movie. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. It's like Fast and the Furious, but better quality, better storyline, and also like just with like guns and fighting. So it's cool.
I like guns.
I will say a quote that stood out to me that the Japanese dude, if anybody's seen it, the Japanese dude said this. He said, "Friendship means little when it's convenient." I thought that was dope because a lot of people be like, "Oh, friends, best friend, they're my friend, this and that." But it's like when you need to hit them up and you need a favor, or you need something, like, is that person gonna come through for you? So when they said it, because John Wick was in the situation, and he's like, "I appreciate you for letting me be in the situation with you," and he's like, friendship means very little when it's convenient. So I thought that stood out. So whatever you need something for,
I like that.
let me know.
Only if it's
For
convenient.
real, everybody wants to be friends with people. Everybody wants to link up and be happy. But like, yeah, because you don't have to do anything. But like when it's when shit's going down,
When shit hits the
and
fan.
you need right, and you need to show your real friendship and help somebody out. Is it reciprocated? So I thought that was a good quote. There's a lot of good quotes in that movie, John Wick, and we're gonna go see Mario in 3D on Tuesday. So
Oh yeah.
review for that. So yeah, John Wick was good. It's outrageous as usual, but let's do shout outs. Shout outs. Are you pouring water right now?
Yeah.
I heard that the whole time. I remain concentrating. All right, relax. That gummy's hitting so hard. Wrap it
No,
up.
bro. No,
Shout
bro.
out.
Look, I'm fucking peeing into a bottle.
You did not.
Oh God, bro. I couldn't hold it anymore, bro. Hey, look. Shout out Drake for his new song. He got Kim on the fucking thing. You didn't come this far just to come this far.
You did not.
Bro, I swear. You want to see it?
Okay. Do you have another shout out? Because you need to end this episode. Do you have another shout out? Because this
Nah,
episode is
I was
crossed the line.
thinking I was thinking of shout outs, but I honestly forgot them.
We apologize for anybody that's new to this podcast that just had to listen to that. I need to go back to listen to what just
I don't
transpired.
apologize.
I thought you were making like a Gatorade smoothie or something. Like you were just concocting something, but let's put it behind us. Episode
I got
71.
that strong stream, huh?
Yeah, he that.
Got that strong stream, that health.
Sir. We
Healthy
appreciate the
stream.
lit one coming on. We appreciate all the new subscribers, hopefully to us and to the lab, viewers, subscribers, followers.
Facts.
Shout out RJ. Shout out William. Shout out Fender Bender.
Bender.
Danny Fort, Brianna, War.
Yeah, shout out Lit One, man. That was cool for him coming on, and
Right.
like I said,
What's up?
like we said, we don't really know him or whatnot, so appreciate everything he's put out on his page for us, and that was lit, and we're gonna have him on again. So
That was lit, pun intended. Here we go. Episode 71. Elvis Escobar, Fort Sama. Thank you for entering the lab. Now you need to exit the lab. Peace.
exit
Happy
the
Easter.
lab. Happy Easter.
Jesus was a zombie today.
Christos Anesti.
Huh?